Hello, everyone, and welcome to the Convocation Center for day number 2 of the Vulcan Invitational. Our final game here in the Convocation Center today between the California Vulcans and the Bloomsburg Huskies. My name is John Save. Alongside me, Mr. J.J. Robinson. J.J., how are you doing today?
I'm doing good. How are you?
Oh, I'm good. We had a nice break in between the last 2 games. Got to hang out a little bit, talk to some of the players, and now I'm ready to get this last game on the road.
Certainly. It's an exciting game. California coming in 2-0 after winning both games yesterday in 5 sets. California looking to go to a 3rd straight win today.
It'll be a good start. Last year they finished the Invitational at 2-1, dropped 1 game. I believe it was their first one against Frostburg last year. They won 2 straight. It'd be nice for them to finish it out the clean sweep here at home especially, and then have a nice 20 days or so off before they have to come back playing here again.
Most definitely. California definitely excited to get back on the court, as well as Bloomsburg. Bloomsburg did also play earlier today, I believe. Did they win?
I don't remember.
Yes, Bloomsburg did end up winning also today. So Bloomsburg coming off a win, getting ready to try and get another one here against the California Vulcans.
Yeah, it's going to be a good one here today, and like you said, both these teams are not unfamiliar with a couple of 5-game sets so far. I mean, it's been a little unprecedented. I think out of the 5 games so far, 4 of them went to 5 sets each. So it's got to be a lot of wear and tear on these on both teams, especially.
Most definitely. Most players don't like playing more than 4, especially a 5th set that no one really wants to ever play, but definitely needed. And for the California Vulcans, it ends up working out most of the time. Definitely a 5th set team.
Yeah, they won both yesterday, and I think if you're them, you want to get it. You want to win today in a more convincing fashion. As game 1 about to start here.
Bloomsburg getting ready to serve the first serve of the game. Ball is up and over serve to the California Vulcans. Set right back over the net by Ali Dronberger. There was a little bit of a penalty there. Ball first point going to Bloomsburg.
Yeah, it looked like Dronberger that time maybe caught it with the palm. I think she got caught with the carry there, and like you said, the Vulcans off to a bad start here.
Ball's up and over the net once again, off the hands of Ruggiero. Ball ends up flying out of bounds. Bloomsburg goes up early 2-0.
Yeah, and we saw this quite a bit yesterday, especially in that second game against Ohio Dominican. The Vulcans fell behind early on in a couple of those sets, but they were able to fight back. Let's see if they can do that here.
Ball is up and over once again, off the hands of Ruggiero. And kill attempt by Ali Dronberg, excuse me.
Yeah.
Point going to California. California getting ready for the first serve of the day.
And exactly what the Vulcans needed there. That time, Dronberger got up nice and early, was able to get up, able to get a nice angle on that kill attempt, and took a deflection on the way out.
Hit back over the net to California. A little bit of not in the right place to get the ball up high enough. Bloomsburg goes up 3-1.
Yeah, a little unfortunate there for Taylor Pasco. It looked like she was in an awkward spot. Like it was in between like the chest bump and like the lower bump with both the hands crossed up there.
Ball flies out of bounds, giving California the 2nd point of their game. California going back to serve now is Ali Dronberger.
We saw that a lot yesterday, especially from California. These serves have not been the most consistent from Cal. A lot of the time we saw them hit into the net or go way too far. So that's one thing that both teams want to avoid here, giving up free points.
Ball is up and over, served by Ali Dronberger. Ball is bumped up, set up, and kill is successful by Bloomsburg.
Yeah, that time it was Antigua who got up there for Bloomsburg on that left side. Just had a nice slice across with the right hand and able to get it down.
Bop now back for the serve for Bloomsburg. Ball is up and over. Little bit of contact there, but at least Ruggiero able to get the ball over the net. Kill is successful, targeting Emily Bawawa.
Yeah, and so far it looks like Bloomsburg just looking a little bit sharper out of the gate. You can tell that they definitely played a game earlier on today. It seemed like to be more focused in so far.
Ball is up and over once again, dug out by the libero setup, and kill attempt by Elijah Floyd, which is successful. Elijah Floyd on the point there.
Yeah, great setup there from Buwawa, and an even better hit from Floyd, able to find that back corner.
California now substituting Emily Bawawa, the libero, out of the game, so there is no defensive specialist on the team in the game currently. Fake kill attempt and another kill for Bloomsburg, getting the point there.
And once again, it's Antigua on this left side. And last time she went across her body towards the far end of the court. This time, kept it on the left side, just placed it in that back left corner. And sometimes it's not about how fast you can hit the ball, but sometimes it's about how perfectly you can place it in that time. Got it in the right spot.
Ball's up and over, dug out by the libero. Set up and tapped back over by Johnson. Unfortunately, the ball does end up going out of bounds, giving the point to Bloomsburg.
And that was a close one because it looks like Johnson may have reached her hand over the net to touch it, but just couldn't get a little bit too strong on it.
Ball up and over, dug out by the libero for California. Set up and killed right into a block, but were unsuccessful block by Bloomsburg. California getting the point there.
And that time it was Ruggiero getting up there nice and early. Nice strong hit, and that time Antigua got her hands up in the air but couldn't keep that one up long enough.
Ruggiero back with the serve for California. Ball is up and over the net, dug out by Bloomsburg. Set, and no one was ready in the right place. A little bit of miscommunication there. Everyone dove and had a little hesitation moment there. California getting the point there.
We've seen that from both teams so far, and we've seen that all throughout this weekend. It's just, obviously, it's the start of the season, so
knocking off some rest.
Everyone, not really on the same page, just trying to get back in the groove of things. And that time, the ball was laid up. Everyone thought someone else was going for it.
Ball is up and over, dug out by Bloomsburg. Bumped back up and kill attempt by Bloomsburg. Unsuccessful. Ali Dronberger with the save there, and Elisa Ruggiero to bump the ball back over the net. And kill attempt unsuccessful. Ball goes flying into the net. California getting another point, coming within one now of Bloomsburg.
Yeah, that was a great defensive play from the Vulcans. Dronberger and Simon doing a great job of keeping that play alive, keeping the rally alive. Ruggiero got it over, and once you have defensive plays like that, it's very easy to just let the other team make the mistakes.
Ball is up and over the net once again. Nice couple of bumps up by Bloomsburg. Kill attempt is successful to that far back corner. No one was in the area for California to return that back to Bloomsburg. Bloomsburg going up 8-6.
And again, it's Antigua who's now back to serve. And so far, the Huskies feeding the hot hand, giving Antigua the ball and letting her go to work.
Ball on the serve hits the net, but ends up going over for California to return it. Bawawa on the kill attempt there, unsuccessful. Elisa Ruggiero with the save there. Bella Bawawa with the hit back over the net. Another tap over. Nice diving effort from Bawawa there. And kill attempt unsuccessful, flying out of bounds for California. Point goes to Bloomsburg there.
Again, the Vulcans just looking a little bit off. They're doing so many things very well. Just that finishing touch right at the end seems to be lacking here in the moment.
Ball up and over, dug out by California's libero. Tap right back over by Rachel Simon.
And this is something that you and I talked about earlier when we were doing one of the other games, is why don't teams hit it more over on the second hit? You know it's better to set it up for the third one, but sometimes if you hit it over on the second hit, maybe it catches them off guard, and that's what Simon did right there.
Yes, of course, catching Bloomsburg off guard. Ball flies towards the back of the court, able to return it back to California, dug out by Bawawa, set up, and kill by Johnson, which is successful.
And Johnson that time, usually that middle hitter on the inside, Simon went into that inside spot, and then Johnson got that wrap around on the right-hand side and able to come down with a good angle there and able to get the Vulcans another point.
Ball up and over towards Bloomsburg, bumping it up in the air and going for a kill attempt, unsuccessful. Blocked by Bawawa. Ball saved there by Johnson. And Ali Dronberger going for the kill, once again flying towards the back of the court. A lot of the balls, kill attempts for California are ending up in the back part of that back part of the court, which obviously is out of bounds. Hopefully California can have some adjustments.
You know, Dronberger usually doing a better job of that, but so far a couple of attempts just a little bit too strong.
Kill attempt by Johnson, unsuccessful. Again, going towards the back corner of the court.
Again, it's like that final hit. Everything looks so well. They're set up for a nice attack and a nice kill attempt, but like you said, just a little bit too much on these hits.
Ball up and over, a little contact there between some California players. Attack, kill by Johnson, successful this time, going for the front corner of the court, which ends up getting California the ball back, and Bawawa is now back to serve.
And I think that's one way to help take some of the sting off of that ball is if you hit it off the net. That time the Huskies weren't ready for it and got into a good spot.
Ball is served low by Bawawa, getting over the net and bouncing off the hands of the Bloomsburg defender, hitting the ball a little too low under the net, giving California their 10th point of the game.
You know, the Vulcans doing a good job after a slow start, coming back into this game, keeping it close, and have the chance to tie the things up here.
Bawawa back with the serve. Ball is up and over. That ball looks like it flew just out of bounds. Unfortunately, Bloomsburg getting the ball back now.
And again, it's just one of those things where if you're a team, you don't really want to give up free points, and I feel like that's always a struggle with these serves. Is if you don't make it over the net, you're essentially just gifting these teams all these points. You want to try to limit those mistakes as much as possible.
Ball is up and over the net, served by Bloomsburg. Tapped right by the net. Bloomsburg is able to get the hit off. California did not seem to be ready. They seem to be ready to set up the ball once again, but unfortunately, the ball did go over the net to Bloomsburg, and they get a nice point there. Bloomsburg now back to serve. Ball is up and over, dug out by Elisa Reguero. Set and kill attempt by Bawawa, unsuccessful. That ball ended up being tipped at the net. Unfortunately, did not have enough enough momentum to block the ball. Bloomsburg getting the point there.
Yeah, it looks like the Vulcans are going to take a timeout. Score Bloomsburg 14, California 10, and so far it's been a little bit back and forth, but Bloomsburg seems to show at least like a little bit more of the consistent power. This is I think one of the problems that we saw with the Vulcans last year is they have such high-end talent that they could compete with some of these bigger and better teams, but it's not consistently there. And so far California just look a little bit slower out of the gate to start here.
They've seemed to go to be like that, especially through yesterday, going back and forth with a lot of points with both of their opponents, and a little bit today. Bloomsburg definitely separating themselves a little bit with a 4-point lead. California definitely looking to change that word.
Yeah, obviously there's still a lot of time left to play. It's very easy, but it's very easy to sit here and say like that they're not looking super great, but
California getting back onto the court now. Both teams getting ready to begin action with Bloomsburg serving.
And before we get started, I was informed that our good friend Claire is currently watching the broadcast all the way over in Shippensburg.
Shout out to Claire Rothermel.
She may be a traitor, but she's still our friend, and we miss you, and thanks for watching.
Set up and tap back over the net. Ali Drumberg with the diving effort there, unsuccessful off her hand into the back part of their court. Bloomsburg going up 15-10.
Yeah, so far Bloomsburg doing a good job at placing these kill attempts right into the spots where it's making the Vulcans have to dive and have to make the effort to try to get down.
Ball set up and over. Nice tip over by Elijah Floyd. Ali Drumberger with the same little tip over, this time scoring for California.
Yeah, exactly like you said. I don't think there's going to be an easier point for her today. That one seemed to float up there for so long. It was like a lob to slam into the basket. It was just waiting up there forever and waiting for Drumberger to come down on it.
Simon now back to serve. Ball is up and over, dug out by the libero for Bloomsburg. Bumped back up in the air and far kill attempt tipped off the net, able to go over to California. California looking to make an effort. Elisa Reguero with the nice kill there off the hands of the libero, flying into the stands, giving California their 12th point.
I mean, what else can you say about her? I mean, she was a second team All PSAC West last year for a reason. With hits like that, she hits that ball at about 200 miles an hour, and there's nothing that anyone can do about that.
I definitely wouldn't want to be in the way of that. Nice block by California. Unfortunately, the ball does go off of California players out of bounds, giving Bloomsburg another point.
Yeah, I think just from watching these games, it just shows to me that I could not do any of this.
Ball served up and over, dug out by the libero. Set up and kill, which is out of bounds. Unsuccessful kill attempt there by Ali Drumberger.
Again, another decent attempt, but that time Drumberger, it looks like she just sliced it a little bit wide off that, maybe on the outside part of her right hand, and just couldn't find that outside corner.
Ball is up and over, dug out by Bawawa. Set up by Bawawa, and kill attempt, which was blocked by Bloomsburg. California with the ball once again, going for that back corner, again unsuccessful. Some easy little passes that Bloomsburg is doing. Elisa Reguero with a diving save there, and Elijah Floyd to hit the ball back over the net. Bloomsburg able to defend that. Bloomsburg really attacking that the far outside corner. California being nice on the defensive side of that, though. Elisa Reguero with a kill attempt that was blocked by the Bloomsburg front two there.
Yeah, great rally from both teams, just showing off that defensive prowess. But that time for Bloomsburg, it was Adelman who was able to get up there and just slam it back into the face of California.
Ball is up and over, set by California, and nice little slap on the ball there to get the ball over the net by Elijah Floyd. Point is going to go to Bloomsburg off the hands of California, going out of bounds.
And Bloomsburg, these outside hitters doing a good job at alternating their attacks. Sometimes you see them going for that straight hard power shot, and that time there, Aguela, she was able to get that outside edge.
Ball goes off the leg of Ali Dronberger, going out of bounds, giving Bloomsburg their 20th point. Bloomsburg needing 5 more points to put this set away.
That was just unlucky because it looked like she was just trying to step out of the way, but that trailing back foot just got caught on the ground and hit her right in the leg.
Bloomsburg serving now. Ball is up and over. It's way too far over, shall I say, as California gets another point there.
Yeah, the Vulcans, I wouldn't say they need to be perfect going down the stretch here, but they don't have a lot of room for mistakes if they want to get themselves back here in set number 1.
Ball is up and into the net. Bloomsburg getting their 21st point. Bloomsburg now needing only 4 more for this first set.
Again, just both teams giving each other free points back and forth.
Ball up and over in the bounds of play. Set up and kill attempt by Alasia Floyd, which is off the hands of the Bloomsburg front 2, ending up going into their backcourt. No one was ready for that. Alasia Floyd on the point there.
Yeah, something that she does so well, just gets a ton of force behind those hits right in around the net, and that time the Bloomsburg front 2 just couldn't keep the wall strong enough.
Fake kill attempt is successful once again, going for that back corner of the California court. Some substitutions now coming in for California and Bloomsburg.
Yeah, right now it's number 10, Emma Antigua, the sophomore out of Kimball, Minnesota, just doing a phenomenal job at attacking here for Bloomsburg.
A little bit of contact there on the save there. Bloomsburg's libero with a nice save with the one hand there, and the California front 2 not able to defend that there. Ball goes off the hands of them, off the net and out of bounds.
Again, just I think every game needs a little bit of luck, and that time that kill attempt, like you said, hit off of both of the Vulcans at the net, hit off of the net, and just spun away from everyone else.
Saved by libero for California, set up by Bawawa for the kill, blocked by Bloomsburg. California looking to get this back over. There was a penalty there. Bloomsburg getting their 24th point. Bloomsburg only needing 1 more point to put this set away.
And so far, California is doing so many little things, just giving up all these points, just allowing Bloomsburg to take off with it.
California thinking the ball was going out of bounds. Unfortunately, the ball does go inbounds, giving Bloomsburg the first set of their game. Yeah,
just a slow start from California. We're going to take a quick break. Bloomsburg take the first set 25-14. We'll be right back here on CUTV Sports 1 and the PSAC Network.
A new season of Vulcan football is set to begin September 9th versus Kutztown, September 16th versus Shepherd, September 23rd at Edinburgh, September 30th versus Clarion, October 7th at IUP, Homecoming October 14th versus Seton Hill, October 21st at Slippery Rock, October 28th versus Mercyhurst, November 4th at Gannon, November 11th at East Stroudsburg. All games available on CUTV Sports 1 and the PSAC Digital Network. Suffering from World Cup withdrawal? Well, Vulcan men's and women's soccer has you covered. Come up and watch the region's best soccer teams do battle in a combined 18 home games at the beautiful Phillipsburg Soccer Complex. In addition, 3 men's and 3 women's home games will be featured live on CUTV Sports 1 and the PSAC Digital Network. Follow Cal Vulcans for up-to-date information on all things Vulcan soccer.
Hello everyone, and welcome back to the Convocation Center. Bloomsburg taking that first set there in a very strong fashion, starting out slow against California, but obviously pulling away to get that first set.
Yeah, it was a tough one, Bloomsburg. Like you said, it was kind of a back and forth start. The Vulcans able to come back, but Bloomsburg strongly, I think, just commandingly take that first one. And that, while we have a second, we could take a look at the preseason PSAC West polls, where the Vulcans were pegged to finish 8th out of 9th. They finished 6th last season, tied for 6th, so pegged to finish a little bit lower than that. Above them, Gannon, Clarion, IUP, Edinburgh, Slippery Rock, Seton Hill, UPJ, and obviously California and Mercyhurst pegged to finish last. And I don't think that's something that the Vulcans are used to, finishing last, especially under Coach Letourneau. Always consistently a very solid team for a while. One of the top contenders in the PSAC last couple of years. Maybe not the performances you'd like, but obviously not as bad as maybe that they're projected to finish this season.
Most definitely, I have high hopes for the California Vulcans this year.
I do too. And I think last year, I'm pretty sure last year whenever I did a game, I don't think they lost any. So I think so far they're in good standings. And now that I say that, they're definitely not going to lose here today. They have to win.
Exactly. High hopes for the California Vulcans this year. They are, I feel, a little bit of underestimated this year.
And again, like we talked about, the talent is there. Like, they have all of the talent in the world. They have incredibly gifted outside hitters, especially with Ruggiero, Drumberger, and the addition of Bella Buwawa. Those three on the offensive force with Floyd in the middle have just been unreal. And it's all about just finding that consistency, able to maintain that over the entirety of the game and not showing in these little spurts.
Most definitely. California now back to serve for the first rally of this second set. Ball is up and over. Nice block there by the front two for California. Ball is set up and killed by Bloomsburg. California getting the point there. Ali Dromberger from the outside, hitting to the far outside corner.
And she's finally able to get it inside the lines, and maybe that timeout she was able to kind of like refine herself a little bit, able to calm herself down in that time. Just got enough on it to get it past the defenders, but not too much to get it out of bounds.
Simon back to serve once again for the Vulcans. Ball is up and over, dug out by Bloomsburg, set up and tipped off the hands of the California front two. Elisa Ruggiero with the nice kill towards that same back corner that Ali Dromberger had attacked last rally.
Yeah, and it's those two again, Dromberger and Ruggiero, linking up on back-to-back rallies there. And those two, they can switch on any side of the court, and they're lethal from both sides. And so it's hard for, if you're the Bloomsburg Huskies, to deal with them.
Ball's up and over, dug out by Bloomsburg, set up and kill, but was blocked by the Great Wall of California, Alasia Floyd.
Yeah, Floyd just doing what she does best. Gets up there super early, able to maintain that height and that strong arm in flight, and able to just knock that one back.
Ball is up and over, getting a service ace there. That is what I call Ace City.
Yeah, I don't it looks like Bloomsburg, they weren't even ready for it. Like, it landed right in front of that back row, and no one even took a step forward again. No communication, a little bit of rust needing to be shaken off.
Ball's up and over, dug out by Bloomsburg. Bump and hit back over the net to California. Elisa Ruggiero on the outside to save the ball. Ali Dromberg with the tip over the net, successful, but Bloomsburg is able to get it back over the net. Unfortunately for them, it does end up flying out of bounds. California getting their 5th straight point.
Yeah, Bloomsburg looking a little rattled to start this one. Wouldn't be surprised if the Vulcans tack on a few more points here at the start, if Coach Krieger for the Huskies decides to take a timeout to just try to stifle that momentum of Cal.
Ball up and over once again. Ball ends up going out of bounds for Rachel Simon. She did get 5 straight points, and including a service ace.
And again, just a little bit unfortunate. You like the idea, just playing it hard, just trying to make it awkward for that back row to deal with, but left that one a little too hard, and the back row rightfully stood out of the way.
Ball up off the hands of Bella Buwawa. Ball flies out of bounds. Bloomsburg getting their 2nd straight point.
You know, Buwawa that time just wasn't really ready for it, just misjudged the flight of the ball and ended up coming off her in a weird way.
Ball is up and flies out of bounds. California getting another point there.
Both teams just trading these ones back and forth. The Vulcans will take it every day of the week. Sends their lead back to 4, and so far California coming out of the gates here in set 2 way stronger than they were in set number 1.
Ball is up and over, served by Ali Dromberger. Bumped up, set, and kill, but blocked by Alasia Floyd.
And it looks like there's going to be a whistle blown violation, I believe, around the net, and that time it was Ruggiero and Floyd linking up at the net. getting a good block in.
Ali Dronberger back for the serve. Ball's up and over, going too far out of bounds. Bloomsburg now getting the ball back. Down 3-7. California is up once again.
And I think so far this weekend, Dronberger's done a lot of good things. I think her serving has been a bit of a struggle, but it's something that I expect her to be able to fix as the season goes on.
Ball floats in the air for a little bit. Lisa Reguero hitting the ball towards that other back, close back corner. Fortunately, the ball does go just out of bounds.
I think, I don't know if the referee on that far side, I don't know. I think that one might have been in. That's all I'm saying.
Ball's hit back over, tapped over by Bawawa, going far. Bloomsburg is able to run over there and get the ball, giving it back to California. Easy ball, looks like to play with there. California looking to capture some momentum. Bloomsburg able to dig that out there. Some easy bumps and a kill attempt off the net. Saved by Dronberger with a diving effort. Bawawa with the kill attempt off the hands of Bloomsburg into the stands, giving California the ball back.
Bella Bawawa, the transfer in from Penn State Fayette, just proving again why she looks to be very vital to this team. Another strong kill attempt, and that time the back row for Bloomsburg was hopeless.
Floyd with the serve, ball is up. Bella Bawawa tries to go with the nice little spike there, kill there. Unsuccessful. Bloomsburg is able to get the point there on the far back side of the court.
Yeah, just a bit awkward around the net that time, and Bawawa thought she was going to be able to get on it, just didn't get enough of it, stayed on her side, and ended up being an easy attempt for Bloomsburg.
Ball up and over. Sliding effort there by Dronberger. Nice hit back over the net by Bawawa. Kill attempt unsuccessful, blocked by Johnson and Reguero.
And that's where the Vulcans have been very, very solid to start this season, is in and around the net, getting good block attempts, whether it's Johnson or Floyd in the middle, and then the outside hitters in Reguero and Dronberger linking up, just forming a nice strong wall and setting a lot of these points back.
Ball up and over. Ball flies just inbounds. California getting a nice service ace there. At least Reguero was there on the serve.
And again, that one looked like maybe it was going to float just a little bit too far, but Reguero put the perfect amount of power on it, placed it perfectly just on that inside edge of that backside corner.
Reguero now back to serve for California once again. Ball up and over, almost out of bounds, but it was bumped back up by Bloomsburg. Ball off of Ali Dronberger, flying towards the stands. Bloomsburg getting their 6th point of set number 2.
Another good attempt. That time it was Antigua able to get a hit past the wall at the net, and Dronberger diving towards her right just couldn't keep that one up.
Ball up and over, dug out by California. Nice little tap back over by Bawawa, giving them their 11th point of the game.
And that was such a good set by Simon there. Just left it floating for so long, and Bawawa had the choice of how she wanted to attack that one, able to just get all over it, able to set it.
Bawawa with the far serve, looked like he was going to go out of bounds, but Bloomsburg does end up hitting the ball out of bounds, which means California does end up getting that point.
Yeah, I think the Huskies, she definitely could have gone out of the way of that one.
Nice dig out by Bloomsburg. Nice kill towards the back corner. Bawawa there to save the ball. Simon with the bump, and Ali Dronberger with a nice hit. Unfortunately, it looks like it does go out of bounds.
Simon again just trying to set up right around the net, letting the outside hitter for the Vulcans choose, but that time Dronberger just couldn't keep that one in play.
Ball is up and over. Set by Simon. Nice block by Bloomsburg there, able to hit the ball back over on the second hit, might I add. Dronberger with the kill attempt there, blocked once again. Ball tapped back over the net. Looks like there's some really close contact there at the net between the two teams. Going for the ball, far corner, Bawawa able to dig that out. And Simon on the nice tap over on the second hit. Like we were saying earlier, these second touches on the ball is really throwing other teams off guard.
Yeah, just catches Bloomsburg out there. Simon looked like she was going to set up inside for Dronberger, but then just floated it in between that middle space between the front row and the back row, and Bloomsburg just couldn't get to it in time.
Ball up and over, off the hands of Libero, flying towards the stands, landing in the 4th row, might I add.
And again, that's another one where it seems just to be a lack of communication in that back row. You have Dubosky back there, and you have Miller both just going for the same ball, and then awkwardly flies off of one of them out of play.
Bawawa with the serve. Up and over. Looked like it was going out of bounds, but the Bloomsburg Huskies do end up getting the ball back over to the Vulcans. Fake kill and kill. Unfortunately, does end up going out of bounds by Ali Dromberger. Ball up and over by Bloomsburg. Dug out. Fake. Looks like a nice little set over the net to Bloomsburg. Kill attempt was dug out by Ruggiero. Some little contact at the net going back and forth. Couldn't tell who really had it. Bloomsburg able to get it back over the net. Tapped it back over our front two for California and getting the point there.
Again, that time, nice attempt by Bloomsburg. Just like it looks like a teardrop floater you'd see in basketball. Just floats up over top of the defenders and just in front of that back row.
Ball up and over. Bumped up by Ruggiero. Set up and kill. Dug out there by Bawawa, the libero for California. Another kill attempt. Bawawa also able to dig that one out. Ruggiero on the tap back over the net. Set up and just hit back over the net. Ruggiero going for the back corner. Successful by Ruggiero to hit the ball off the Bloomsburg player hands, flying into the stands once again.
And that's just some great defensive play from the Vulcans. In that rally, 3 or 4 times you see Dromberger Bawawa getting down on the ground, keeping the ball up narrowly, and giving themselves a chance to attack. And that time, it was Ruggiero out there able to make the nice play.
Ball's up and over by California. Nice attempt, but ends up running straight into the net where Elijah Floyd was waiting to block it.
Looked a little scared there. didn't want to go up against Floyd. Didn't want to even try it, and left that one a little bit too short.
Can't mess with the Great Wall of California.
You can. It's impossible. I've seen you try to mess with her at dinner, and it does not work out.
Ball is up and over. Low serve, which is successful for service ace there for California.
And that's another one. That's going to be a timeout call from Bloomsburg. California up by 8, 17-9, and that's going to be, 4 or 5 aces in this set alone. Seems to be the Vulcans doing a great job at capitalizing on catching them out.
California really now capturing some momentum here in the second set, coming back off that really slow start in that first set. California up 17-9 against Bloomsburg.
Yeah, in this set, they definitely look a lot more awake, a lot more sharper and quicker into the battle, at least, because in that first set, like I said, it definitely looked like Bloomsburg was the one that played the game today. They looked a lot more composed, a lot more ready to play, and they seemed to jump out of the gate pretty strong. But California took that first set, didn't really do all that well, but this one, they were able to get more comfortable, able to find themselves in some very good positions, and able to get themselves a nice commanding lead here going into the back half of the set.
Most definitely, especially those nice serving aces that they've had. They've had a lot just in the second set alone, which is definitely a huge part of the reason they are currently in the lead.
Yeah, like I said, there's going to be about 4 or 5 different service aces in this set alone, and it's not something that you see a whole lot of. A lot of these teams very defensively sound in that aspect, but Simon able to vary up the differences in the speeds and the trajectories on these serves, has gotten herself about 2 or 3, and has forced Bloomsburg to make all sorts of mistakes on the back end.
Most definitely. Ball is up and over the net once again. No ace there, but ball is bumped up, and nice hit back over the net, dug out by Dromberger. Set up and far hit too hard toward the back side of the court. Bloomsburg getting the point there.
Yeah, you like the attempt, but there would have had to have been a second court for that one to be in play. That one just way too strong. Dromberger showing off in the gym, I guess, showing off all that strength that her and the rest of the team have been working on.
Ball up and over off the hands of Bawawa. Unfortunately, the ball does end up flying out of bounds on their side. Bloomsburg getting the ball back once again.
And that's exactly what Bloomsburg won. A nice service ace that time by Sal Frank.
Ball up and over to California. Ruggiero with the hit all the way out of bounds. Bloomsburg getting their 3rd straight point here right after the timeout. Definitely a little bit of change of momentum. Bloomsburg now capitalizing on some of these aces.
Yeah, Bloomsburg definitely seems to have taken the wind out of the Vulcan sails a little bit here.
Ball up and over, dug out by the libero. Bawawa set up and hit back over by Floyd. Block attempt unsuccessful, but the ball does end up hitting in the very back corner for California. No one was there, was ready to defend that there. Bloomsburg getting another point there.
Yeah, that time Floyd and Drumberger just couldn't get up in time to block that shot and gave Bloomsburg a nice open attempt.
Bawawa with the dig out there, set up and hit right in the middle of the court. Looked like it was like a kill in slow motion is what it looked like there. Ball fell very slow. Bloomsburg was not ready for that.
Yeah, that time Drumberger took a lot off of it. Looked like she might have hit it with like the side of her hand and kind of just changed the angle, changed the speed, and caught Bloomsburg completely off guard.
Ball up and over. Looks like it was a far serve. Bloomsburg does end up hitting the ball, which is giving the point to California. Going up 19-13. They are currently up 6.
We've seen that a lot. Looks like the Vulcans really targeting Antigua in that back corner on the serves. We've seen her do that 3 or 4 times in this set, giving up the aces.
Ball up and out of bounds. Bloomsburg not getting in the way of that one, giving the ball back to Bloomsburg.
Yeah, I mean that's exactly. That's what the last serve looked like, but Antigua just tried to get a touch to it and ended up messing it up. That time smartly stepped out of the way.
Ball is up and over towards California. Dug out by Libero for California. Set up and blocked by Bloomsburg. Leisha Floyd with the tap back over the net. Unsuccessful on the point there. Far outside kill for Bloomsburg.
And like you said, that timeout really is doing a number here for California. Lead cut down to 4. It was about 8, or I think it was an 8-point lead for Cal, cut in half now. And so far, the Vulcans definitely had that momentum going into that timeout. Bloomsburg doing a good job taking it at the right time and getting themselves back into this game.
Ball up and off the hands of California, flying out of bounds, giving the Bloomsburg another point.
And Pasco just got subbed in to be that defensive specialist in the back, but just caught off guard on that serve.
Ball up and over. This one does end up sailing out of bounds. California up 20-16. California now needing only 5 to put the set away.
Yeah, this is a good chance here for California to kind of command the game a little bit. Their serve, they have a 4-point lead. Just take your time. Just do your best to try to get some good rallies going here.
Floyd on the serve. Serve does end up going into the net.
No, those are some ways to kill your momentum, is just giving up the points easily on these bad serves.
Ball up and over towards California. Hit high up in the air. Bawawa with the dig there, and Bawawa with the bump to the other side of the court. Set up, fake kill attempt. The save unsuccessful there by California.
And once again, it's Antigua on that far side, just doing it all. And it looks like the Vulcans are going to rightfully take a timeout. We saw what the timeout did to California that Bloomsburg took. Maybe it could flip back into the Vulcans' favor after they take this timeout here, because Bloomsburg has taken a strong command of this game. Like I said, the lead was about 8 for California, now cut down to 2, as we can take a look at some highlights and just talk about what the Vulcans need to do in this last couple of minutes here.
Most definitely. Vulcans definitely wanting to rewrite what has gone on after that first timeout that Bloomsburg had taken. Bloomsburg now only down 2 to California. They were up 8 at one point not too long ago in this set. California definitely wanting to ride the rest of this game out and even up the wins of this first 2 sets.
Yeah, and if the Vulcans drop this set, that is such a killer to the mental, because you sit there and think, like, man, we had such a commanding lead in this set. We should have won it, and I've seen it before where it just seems like if they drop this set, it could theoretically just be like the straw that broke the camel's back. It could see them dropping the next set as well, just because you were so confident, so far in control, and you let it slip away. So California need to come out of this timeout sharp, prepared, and ready to take it to Bloomsburg and finish out the set.
Bloomsburg now getting ready to serve toward the California Vulcans. Ball up and over, dugout by Libero for California. Set up and far kill, which is successful by Elisa Reguero.
And that's exactly how you do it that time. Reguero able to place it just on that back baseline. And it was Dabrowski for Bloomsburg diving down to her left and just couldn't get on top of it. And another nice point there for Reguero. Gives the Vulcans a 3-point cushion.
Reguero now back to serve. Ball is up and low serve, just going over the net, off the net of the Bloomsburg side, landing out of bounds, giving California their 22nd point.
Another ace, and it just, that time, Reguero, like you said, it was a low serve, but had a decent amount of pace on it, and so it was just awkward for that back line of Bloomsburg to try to dig out.
Ball served by California is up and over, flying towards out of bounds. Bloomsburg once again saving the ball there to try and go back towards California. Nice block there by the California front.
And that time it was Simon and Johnson, sounding like a law firm, at the front of the net. Both of them got up super early and able to send that one back. And the Vulcans, like we talked about, took that timeout, got themselves a couple quick points.
Change of momentum now happening. Reguero back for the serve once again. Nice serve inbounds. Bloomsburg able to tap it back out. Nice save by Reguero on the outside. Pushed right back over the net by Bawawa. Ball ended up flying out off the hands of Bloomsburg, out of bounds by their bench. California now needing only one more point to set this game away.
Yeah, the Vulcans will take that. Bawawa would just with a simple push over, like you said, and Bloomsburg just not on the same page. A couple of players converging on the same ball and ends up coming off of one of them in an awkward angle and ends up into their stands, and the Vulcans on set point.
Reguero looking to put this set away. Ball up and high tip by California. Ball going back over by Bawawa. Set up outside kill. Saved by California. Set up and kill attempt, which is successful off the hands of Bloomsburg. California taking the second set.
Yeah, great job by Johnson, looping around on that right side. Just came down with such a strong force. Bloomsburg unable to handle it. The Vulcans even up the sets at 1. And with that, 1 apiece. We're going to take a quick break. We'll be right back here on CUTV, CUTV Sports 1, and the PSAC Network.
If you need to do something to feel okay to drive, you're not okay to drive. Don't drive buzzed.
Hello everyone and welcome back to the Convocation Center. California taking the second set, going 1-1 against Bloomsburg. California really capturing a little bit of momentum there during the last part of that second set.
Yeah, I think a lot of the Vulcan success in that last set was their serving. A lot of aces in that set. And I want to talk about Rachel Simon. She did a fantastic job at alternating up those serves. And I think she had about 3 or 4 or 5 different aces on her own, just giving the Vulcans a ton of just free offense, essentially getting them easy points, and didn't need them to work as hard, I guess, when you're having aces like that.
I definitely agree. I've never seen this many aces in one set as opposed to an entire game. A lot of aces coming from California, which is a lot of the reason they were able to take that lead within the second set.
And again, I think it's a little bit of nerves, a little bit of jitters, just the beginning of the season, just trying to all get on the same page. And I also think it's just a little bit about the wear and tear that so far this weekend. Both teams already playing 2 games this weekend. Bloomsburg playing 1 earlier today, and I know both of these teams have done their due diligence trying to make sure that both teams are in shape, but again, when you're playing 2 games already this weekend, and both of them being very intense, I believe all 4 of the games that these 2 teams have played this weekend combined were 5-game sets. It's very tough and taxing on the body, and so maybe see them not playing at maybe peak performance that you'd see maybe in about a month or two.
Most definitely. Both teams on the court getting ready to start this third set of volleyball.
Looks like this time it's going to be the Huskies serve. Allison Salfrank back to serve for Bloomsburg, and California was able to start off the last set strong, and both teams that started off taking the first few points ended up taking the set.
And there is a point straight to California. Ball going back to California early in this third set after the ball served by Bloomsburg does end up flying out of bounds.
Yeah, and they'll take that. Like I said, I believe the people that got, or the team that got the first points in each set has ended up winning the game. So bodes well for California.
Ball up and over dugout by Bloomsburg. Set up and far kill attempt, which is out of bounds. California getting their second point.
Yeah, that one's so close to just falling on the baseline there in the back right-hand corner, but that one just a little bit too strong, and the Vulcans able to get away with it, snag themselves a second point.
California getting ready to serve. Ball is up and over dugout by the libero for Bloomsburg. Set up and tap back over. No one was ready for that. Everyone expecting the hard hit, not coming there. Bloomsburg getting their first point of the third set.
And that was exactly what they needed to do, just alternating up the hits, going from hard to soft, and that time just laid it up there, and the Vulcans, like you said, weren't ready for it.
Ball up and hits Buwawa in the hands and the arms, going straight down instead of up.
Yeah, that was some miscommunication as Buwawa ready to hit it. Drumberger just stepped right in front of her, and Buwawa just unable to catch the flight of the ball that time.
Ball up and over, set up and kill attempt by Alasia Floyd, unsuccessful, being able to be served back to California. Set up and fake miss there, more looked like Buwawa on the save to get the ball over the net. Block attempt by California, unsuccessful. Can they get it back over? Yes, they can. Libero for Bloomsburg hitting the ball back in the air, tapping the ball towards a far corner of California. Can they get it back over? Yes, they can. Nice rally here by both teams being able to save some hard balls there. Ball is hit high in the air back over towards Bloomsburg. Who's going to get the point of this rally? It is a long one. We will find out. Not yet. Bloomsburg with the dig out there, set up and kill towards a far corner. California able to recover that, set it up and kill towards a far corner. Libero very busy in this one, digging out these far kill attempts. Ruggiero with the hit off the hands of the front two, not going nowhere though. Blocked by California, unfortunately unsuccessful. Ball goes back to Bloomsburg. Bloomsburg now up one.
Yeah, it's the longest rally of the day, and it was both teams going back and forth. The Vulcans on the defensive for much of it. Didn't really have a chance to get a nice attack, but that block attempt just going out of bounds.
Ball was up and over, served by Bloomsburg. Kill attempt by Ruggiero off the arms of Bloomsburg. Up and hit towards the back corner. Ruggiero able to save that one there as well. Up and from the far, unable to go over the net. Double hit there by Bloomsburg. California tying the game up once again at 3.
And once again, I think Antigua just misjudged the ball. We saw Floyd narrowly miss it earlier on in that last long rally, and that time Antigua went up for it. I think she jumped a little bit too early and just missed it on the way going down.
Ball is up and over, served by Ali Dronberger, dug out, going towards the bench. No one was able to get there in time. California getting another point.
And once again, another ace. That time Dronberger strong, hard right to that backside, and a couple people once again converging on it. One of them not making the definitive call, and it ends up into the Bloomsburg bench.
Ball up and over the net by California. Ball looked like it was flying out of bounds. Bloomsburg again with these slight mistakes on the serves, especially from Ali Dronberger. They look like they're going out of bounds. Bloomsburg hesitates and hits the ball even farther out of bounds, giving California their another ace.
Yeah, you see Coach Krieger there for the Huskies looking disappointed because everyone on the bench was screaming out.
Ball safe towards the bench of Bloomsburg, able to get the ball back over, set up, and outside kill attempt. Looked like there was a foul there on California.
Yeah, I think Simon's going to get called for the carry there. But unfortunate as the Vulcans able to snag themselves a couple easy points and had the chance to finally get Bloomsburg on the attack.
Bloomsburg now back to serve. Ball is up and over. Dug out by Ali Dronberger, going over, almost over the net. Looks like two players both hit at the ball at the same time. Ball ended up on California's side.
Yeah, a bit of an awkward hit off the initial dig out from the serve. Just left up right around the net area, and great awareness from Jackson. They're able to get up there for Bloomsburg and able to just tap it down.
Ball's up and over, served by Alasia Floyd for the Vulcans. Set up and outside attack blocked by Johnson.
And once again, Johnson and Reguero teaming up at the net, forming that nice, strong wall, able to get up there, no holes left, able to keep themselves firm in the air, and able to reject that one back from Antigua.
Ball up and over, served by California. Dug out by Bloomsburg. Nice kill attempt there by Bloomsburg. Bloomsburg getting the ball back once again.
And Antigua showing why if you don't get up there nice and early and form that wall, what happens that time? Powerful strike, gets past everybody.
Ball up and over, served by Bloomsburg. Dug out by Bawawa. Set up and kill off the hands of off the hands of the Bloomsburg defenders there. Getting the kill there was Johnson.
Yeah, Johnson looked like she was about to kill someone entirely with that. Was up there super early. Just such a strong hit, and once again, Bloomsburg not ready for it.
Power of the mighty Vulcan in that hit right there. Ball's up and over. Bloomsburg able to just float that ball in between all the California defenders. Bloomsburg getting the ball back now.
And Antigua doing a good job of changing up her striking pattern that time. Just did the tip over and caught everyone out.
Ball up and over, dug out by Bawawa. Saved by Simon. Reguero on the far hit. Bloomsburg able to save that though. Bloomsburg right into the front defenders of Bawawa and Johnson.
Yeah,
California getting the ball back now. Bawawa back to serve.
You know, another great block there from Bawawa and Johnson. Once again, getting up there super early and forcing Bloomsburg to try to find the way through, and that time unsuccessful.
Ball up and over, dug out by Bloomsburg. Tapped back over, Bawawa on the diving effort. Johnson to the outside to Reguero off the hands of Bloomsburg. Bloomsburg able to save it. Can they get it back over? No, they cannot. Into the net, California going up 10-6 against Bloomsburg.
Yeah, Marley Johnson that time on the outside just jumped up way too early as she was about to hit the ball. She was already coming down and just didn't get it on the apex of her jump and ended up mishitting it.
Bawawa on the serve there. Tap over by Bloomsburg. Set up and outside attempt, kill attempt by Droneberger, unsuccessful. Ball able to be tapped once again. California with a couple of setups and nice kill attempt by Droneberger, unsuccessful once again. Bloomsburg defense really nice on these outside kill attempts. Johnson going for the back corner, unsuccessful there. California blocked the ball at the net. Goes to the back court. Looks like Droneberger with the kill there off the fingers of Bloomsburg, landing out of bounds, giving California their point.
Yeah, the third time's the charm there for Ali Droneberger. First two attempts were dealt with pretty comfortably. That one just got tipped at the net and then spun away from everyone on the Bloomsburg side.
Kill attempt straight into the hands of Johnson. Johnson not letting anything through this set. She looks locked in.
Yeah, Johnson once again getting up there. Super strong wrist that you'd see like as the Bloomsburg going to take a timeout. It's not something you see like on a goalkeeper in soccer. Just super strong wrist, able to get up there super early, maintain that form and doesn't let the wrist bend when that ball gets hit. And so strong. Her and Floyd in that middle rotation, key to this Vulcan success so far here in this game, and has gotten the Vulcans another comfortable lead here in this third set, excuse me. But we saw what happened the last time Bloomsburg took a timeout when the Vulcans were gradually gaining that momentum. It kind of stifled it a little bit there for California. So California this time needs to do a better job at coming out of the timeout a lot stronger.
Most definitely, California will be in good position if they continue to be in Block City with Floyd and Johnson there in the front. California also with these service aces. There was also a couple already within this first part of the game. If they can continue to do that, they will be in good standing.
Yeah, so far the aces have been a problem for either side, just giving up these easy points. And like you talked about with Johnson and Floyd, they're looking like Matumbo and Olajuwon out there, just blocking everything, every shot. It's getting sent back the other way. I wouldn't be surprised. I think you need to bring this up to Alasia the next time you see her, just maybe to integrate a little finger wag in there every now and then, you know?
No.
Give the people what they want.
Ball up and over, served by California. Low dig out. Looks like a little too much touching there of the ball. California getting another ace.
Yeah, and that time Bloomsburg just not ready at all. A few people flat-footed there in the back and just didn't get the right hits.
Ball up and over by Bawawa. Set up and hit out of bounds by Bloomsburg. California up 14-6 now.
And this time out of the timeout, the Vulcans doing a much better job at picking up right where they left off. These serves setting up some awkward spots there for Bloomsburg, who are just unable to get a decent attack going.
Ball up and over. Another service ace for Buwawa. Buwawa is going crazy. Once again, she is an ace city.
Yeah, Bella Buwawa, I mean, she just came in. She's proving why she won all those accolades last year. She was a first-team All-American in the USCAA for a reason.
Ball is up and over, close to the net. Blocked. Unfortunately, the ball does not go to the ground. Bloomsburg able to retain some confidence there, getting the ball back over. California giving the ball back to Bloomsburg. Go up for the high tap over the net. California looking to respond there. Regero going for the back corner once again, unsuccessful. Buwawa with the nice diving effort there. Droneberger to the middle of the court. Simon back to Bloomsburg. Bloomsburg going ready to go for the far corner. Buwawa with the nice save there. Nice back and forth here with the saves. Droneberger with the hit. Blocked at the net by Bloomsburg.
Yeah, that just sucks for California. Just such good defensive plays from Buwawa, from Droneberger, from Simon. Just diving all around, keeping the rally alive, giving themselves some opportunities, but unable to secure the points.
Serve over to California. They're ready to tap it right back over the net by Johnson. Unfortunately for them, Bloomsburg is able to get the ball back up in the air. Looks like there was some penalty there on California.
I don't know how Antigua did it that time. It looks like she got maybe a fingertip underneath of it as the ball was just about to hit the ground and keep it up for Bloomsburg.
Ball served up and over to California. Dug out by California. Set up and outside kill to the out of bounds. Unfortunately, looked a little close there. The ref able to identify that it was out of bounds. Bloomsburg trying to come back a little bit closer to California now.
Drumberger finally got that clean intent, but just left that one a little bit too strong.
Ball up and over, dug out by California. And outside attempt once again by Droneberger. Ball flies towards the bench. Nice diving effort there by Bloomsburg to get it up one more time. Unfortunately, it does end up going towards the scorer's table.
Yeah, Droneberger took the pace off of it that time, and I think it got Antigua off guard as it came awkwardly off of her, and then Miller and the rest of them over there near the Bloomsburg benches couldn't keep it in.
Buwawa up with the serve, dug out by Bloomsburg, bumped and tapped back over, hitting the net, but ended up on the California side. Droneberger ball able to get blocked, but unfortunately the ball does fall right on the toes of Bloomsburg.
Yeah, great diving dig that time from Simon, able to keep it up, able to give Droneberger the opportunity, and that time Bloomsburg just unable to keep the wall strong enough for long enough.
Buwawa back with the serve once again. Ball up, and that looks like another service ace. The Buwawa sisters going crazy on these aces.
Yeah, Emily and Bella just doing it all there in the serving area. And this back row for Bloomsburg just does not seem to be on the right page. They just keep running into each other.
Buwawa back with the serve once again. Ball is up, bumped up by the libero, and kill attempt. Little contact there by California. Can they get up in time to get the ball over? Yes, they can. Unfortunately, the ball goes a little too far over, giving the ball back to Bloomsburg.
Yeah, I think that time the head up, the attempt for Droneberger maybe a little bit too far behind where she would have won it. I think she got a little bit too far ahead of it in her run up, and then that time just with the hit, just got too much of it, too much air underneath of it.
Ball up and over, dug out by Regero. Olasia Floyd with the nice kill there. Bloomsburg able to get the ball off their hands. Unfortunately, the ball does end up falling towards the backside of the court, giving Olasia Floyd another point on the day.
And Simon switching it up this time, going inside on the bump and able to set up Floyd very nicely.
Simon back to serve. Ball is up and over. It looks like it went just in bounds. Another service ace. Vulcans are really in ace city today.
Yeah, Simon has been doing it too. It's been Simon and both of the Buwawas, and that time there's 4 people over there for Bloomsburg, and it lands right in the spot where none of them are standing.
Right on their backs. Ball is up and over there, ready on the outside. Unfortunately, it goes on to the inside. That looked like another ace.
She did it again. There are 4 people on this left side of the court on the same exact side that she's landing. They have the line. The Bloomsburg has it a line. Everyone on this side of the court, and still she's able to just place it.
Ball up towards the outside, straight over to back to the Vulcans. Can they capitalize on this? Yes, they can. Ball goes off the libero. Regero on the point there.
And again, just Bloomsburg just can't deal with these serves at all. That time sent it straight back over to the other side. Floyd able to retain it, Simon able to set it up, and Ruggiero able to kill it.
Ball is up and over towards the net. Tap back over, Bawawa, nice save there. Set up and outside hit by Droneberger, as she does a lot during these games. Unsuccessful block there by California. Ball is high. Droneberger with a kill attempt, some diving efforts there. Bloomsburg able to retain control, but the front two of Elijah Floyd and Elisa Ruggiero able to stop the ball in its tracks. California 23-10, needing 2 more points to put this game away.
I mean, who else? Who else was it going to be there at the front? That time, Ruggiero and Floyd just sending it back. Like you said, SWAT City here in California right now.
Ball is a service ace. Who was that? That was Simon on the ace.
She did it again, man. I can't believe it. I can't. But you cannot let her serve the ball. You cannot. If you're Bloomsburg, you can't let her be doing this. You need to draw up something at the end of this set and figure out how to deal with it.
Trying to end this set here. Ball is dug out by Bloomsburg, set up and block successful. Unfortunately, Bloomsburg is able to get the ball back. Diving effort there by California. Droneberger hitting the ball into the net, giving Bloomsburg the ball back. Bloomsburg needs to play flawless here to have a chance on winning this set.
And the one time that Bloomsburg are finally able to deal with the serve comfortably, able to set up a nice attack, they finally are able to secure themselves a point.
Ball up, set up by Bawawa. Elijah Floyd. Looks like there was a little bit of contact at the net. Unfortunately for them, Bloomsburg is getting another point.
Yeah, Floyd getting called there for that net violation, but like you said, Bloomsburg have no margin for error here at all.
Ball up and over, dugout by Droneberger, set up and outside kill, which is going to end this third set. Ruggiero on the nice set-ending kill there.
Yeah, I mean, that time, no one's standing in the way of that. It looks like a bullet straight off of the arm of Lalisa. Ruggiero and the Vulcans take 2 straight sets. We'll be right back here for set number 4 on CUTV, CUTV Sports 1, and the PSAC Network.
Multiple studies have shown that marijuana can slow both driver reaction and response time, which can be really dangerous. He's here. He's here. Wait. What? I can't drive. My. Oh.
I'm an ex-drug dealer, and I'll be your sub today. Two milligrams of fentanyl can be lethal. A lethal dose is in here. Who gets it, I won't know.
It's cheap, it's potent, and it's profitable.
The sad reality is, fentanyl is being mixed into everything now.
More kitchen now.
Hello everyone and welcome back to the Convocation Center, where the California Vulcans are up 2-1 against Bloomsburg with a astonishing fashion in that last set. California able to finally put some stuff together towards the end of that and just take control with a whole bunch of service aces, which was incredible, especially by Rachel Simon, able to take that game out.
Yeah, just unreal stuff there for California. Bloomsburg going to have a start talking to there in this huddle in between sets, because they're just unable to deal with that with the serves from California at all. And while we have a second, we can take a look at the upcoming schedule here for California. And their next game after today is going to be on September the 8th, where they have a 3-game tournament over the 8th and 9th up in Amherst, New York, where they'll take on Davis and Elkins on the 8th. They'll take on Damon University of New York on the 8th as well. And then on the 9th, they'll play Ohio Dominican, who they played yesterday, were able to defeat in 5 sets. And then after that, we won't see them here again. The Vulcans won't be in action again until the 22nd of November, where they'll be back here in the Convocation Center. 22nd of September. That'd be a long time without any volleyball. 22nd of September, when they're back here in the Convocation Center against the Crimson Hawks of IUP.
Both teams now back out on the court, California looking to put this game to an end here in the 4th set. Of course, not wanting to go to a 5th. And Bloomsburg looking to force a 5th set here. Let's see what happens next.
Yeah, I think for everyone involved, it'd be nice if California was able to get out of this, to take away this set, to just get out a nice, comfortable win. Don't want to take it to 5 because for them, I mean, once you get to a 5th set, anything can happen. You just need one little run is all it takes for you to lose. So the Vulcans need to pick up right where they left off in these last 2 sets and take these commanding sets.
California now back to serve. Ball is up and over. Ball hit towards out of bounds, successfully saved by Bloomsburg. Nice dig there by Bawawa. Hit blocked by Bloomsburg. Set up and outside attack again. Blocked. Nice diving effort there by California. Ball tapped back over by Ruggiero. Back over to California. Ball up and outside. Kill attempt blocked once again. Bloomsburg being able to block all these outside high hit up there to get back onto the Bloomsburg side. Ball flies out of bounds, more of a float out of bounds if you please, by Bloomsburg, California getting the first point of this 4th set.
Yeah, Droneberger denied 3 times at the net, but the Vulcans doing a great job showing their great reaction time, able to get down there, able to save the ball, keep it up, keep the rally going. And when you get the rally going so long, it's only a matter of time before someone makes a mistake, someone cracks, and that time the Vulcans let Bloomsburg make the mistake, and that kill attempt went way too long.
Ball up and over towards Bloomsburg. Ball was nice save there with a diving effort. Ball flies back over to California. Looks like an easy setup. Alasia Floyd with the kill attempt blocked there at the net. Ball going back towards California, flying out of bounds. California getting their 2nd straight point here in this 4th set.
Yeah, that time Floyd went up super early, and it was Liz Bopp for Bloomsburg who got the tip on it, but that outside hit, like you said, once again just went a little bit too strong there for Bloomsburg.
Bawawa on the serve. Ball is up and over, dug out by Bloomsburg. Set up and hit high back over the net. Back to California. Set up and Ruggiero on the kill off the net. Unfortunately, not off the hands of anybody of Bloomsburg, going out of bounds.
And Bloomsburg on the first couple of serves here from the Vulcans, again, don't seem to be dealing with it very well. Bawawa, kind of like a line drive, straight shot. They're not dealing with it well, but that time the kill attempt from Ruggiero just hit off the net, went out of play.
Ball up and over, dug out by California on the diving effort there. Bloomsburg looking to get the ball back over to California. Denied at the net by California. Ball ends up flying just inbounds. No one over there by California to save it.
Yeah, great block attempt that time by Floyd and Simon at the net. But Droneberger and Bawawa just floated a little bit too far in, and then that hit over just got to the outside.
Ball up and over. Bloomsburg looking to respond now. Lisa Ruggiero with a nice tip. Hit straight down at the net by Bloomsburg. Bloomsburg goes up 1.
I mean, Ruggiero that time did the right thing, just trying to just tip it, keep it up, and give the Vulcans a chance, but left a little bit too much on it and left it straight for Bloomsburg to just smack down to the ground.
Ball up and over to California. California pushing the ball just over the net. Bloomsburg looking to have a kill attempt. Bawawa on the save there. Set up and far. A kill attempt there, unsuccessful by California. Ball tipped back over the net. California looking just to bump it back over. Actually with a kill attempt by Droneberger, which is successful again. Blockers of Bloomsburg blocking the ball, but blocking it to their side.
Yeah, that time the wall went up, but they were a little bit too far away from the net, left too much space, and like you said, it came down and ended up on the Bloomsburg side, and the Vulcans able to tie things up, and Simon back to serve.
Ball up and over, off the hands of the Bloomsburg defender into the back of the head of another Bloomsburg player. Hopefully she's okay. She looks like she's okay, shaking it off there on the court now.
And again, it's Simon with another ace, and again, they're just not dealing with it. It's Aguila in the back, hits it off the back of Bopp's head, bops her right in the head, and ends up out of play.
Served by Simon, back up and over the net, dug up hit high back up. Kill. Another unfortunate series of events for Bloomsburg. Is that another ace there?
Yeah, I mean, they're attacking Aguila. They are going after because she cannot deal with this hit in the back. Antigua just for Bloomsburg. Simon's going after her every time, and she just isn't comfortable.
California obviously finding a little bit of weaknesses on these serves. Nice diving effort there by California to get the ball back up in the air. Reguero with the nice kill attempt on the outside.
Yeah, how do you stop that? I mean, I think all you can do at that situation is pray. When Reguero just has the opportunity, has all that time in the world to pick out her spot, she does it so well.
Ball is up and over by Simon once again. Little sliding effort there to get the ball back up in the air. Bloomsburg going for the hit. Ball not hit hard enough, landing in the arms of another Bloomsburg player. California up 7-3.
And who else? Simon's she's serving it over and just letting Bloomsburg make all these mistakes. That time Warfel was trying to get on that third hit and just miss-slice it again.
Ball up and over, dug out by the libero, set up, and successful kill attempt this time. Going out of bounds, but Wawa on the diving effort unfortunately was not able to get the ball.
Yeah, great effort that time from both Pasco and from Buwawa, but when you're going that far back, you gotta lay all out there, and Buwawa did, but just couldn't get enough on it.
Ball is up and over, served by Bloomsburg. Buwawa on the diving effort, getting the ball back over the net. Libero up for the dig. Nice save there by Buwawa there. Reguero off the tip of the Bloomsburg players, getting the point there for California.
And another attempt at the net where the Bloomsburg wall just isn't quite on the mark. That time it was Adelman and Bob there, and Reguero able to once again get up there, pick her spot out, and able to just slice it off the side of Adelman's hand out of play.
California now back to serve. Ball is up and over the net. Nice dig out there by Bloomsburg, setup and kill attempt unsuccessful, blocked by Buwawa on the far side. Buwawa to Buwawa, it looked like there. Reguero on the outside, going for the other outside corner, unsuccessful there. Bloomsburg looking to get the ball back over. It's a nice little push. Ball was be able to save on a nice effort there. California able to get the ball back over. Bloomsburg looking for something to do with it. A little fake to the outside. It looks like it was just in bounds. Bloomsburg gets a nice point there.
Yeah, California with the nice defensive efforts. The substitute that just came in, DeMarchi, she was laying out there trying to keep it up, and her and Simon just unable to do so. And great job by Bloomsburg once again, able to get themselves another point, cut the lead down to 3.
Ball's up and over. California looking to tap the ball back over. Reguero with the nice save there. Ball going to the back corner. Bloomsburg giving California a little taste of their medicine with the back corner point there.
And we've seen this a couple times this set where the Vulcans seem to be just laying the ball up right around the net. And the Bloomsburg players, they're the first ones to it, able to just get it down, and we're stopping the play because a couple of the Huskies warming up in the back there with the ball are told to not do it in back there, so they're forced to get out if they want to warm up.
Ball up and over, dugout, and hit back over by Buwawa. Ball up and into the great wall of California. Malaysia Floyd and Elisa Reguero there on the block.
Just unreal. There's the amount of of strength that those two have. They're just so dominant when they're able to get up there, get up early, and able to force Bloomsburg into those awkward hits.
Ball up and over, hit off the hands of Floyd. Bloomsburg getting their 7th point of this 4th set.
And Floyd, after that serve, just forced to be in that back row, and not a place where she's uncomfortable, but definitely not the place where you'd want her to be. You want her in and around the net.
Ball diving effort by California, unsuccessful service ace there by Bloomsburg.
Yeah, and that time it was DeMarchi going in again, just diving down, and a nice ace by Adelman, just leaving that one a little bit too short.
Ball served up and over, really fast serve there, might I add. Ball kill, almost successful off the hands, single hands of the Bloomsburg player. Ball just hit with a ball of fire there by Elisa Reguero on the nice point there. I definitely wouldn't want to be on the end trying to return that back to California on that one, that's for sure.
I mean, I just broke my hands looking at that. she, like you said, when she's able to get the run on it like that, it just sounds different. You know how, like, when you watch baseball players take, like, batting practice and it's, like, a random person and then, like, Barry Bonds? It just sounds different whenever she hits the ball.
Bloomsburg able to bump the ball back over. California able to save that diving effort there by California. Johnson with the little push back over the net. Little smack on the ball to get it back over to California side. Bawawa on the far attack. Libero able to save that there. Looking to respond now. Just a little tap. Bawawa on the save. Johnson on the far kill attempt, which is out of bounds, unfortunately, for California.
We've seen the Vulcans run that number a few times where Johnson rotates out to the right and just comes across it, and it looked to be perfect, but just a little bit too much on it and just nearly goes out of play.
Bloomsburg back to serve now. Ball is up and over, dugout by California. Ruggiero on the return back to Bloomsburg. Bloomsburg able to keep the ball up in the air, high towards the back. It looked like it was a little flying out of bounds. California wants to keep it up in play. Right by the net for Bloomsburg, trying to push it right back over. It looks like it went just out of bounds, giving California their 11th point of the game.
Yeah, the second time it was in that same spot. DeMarchi rightfully just steps out of the way, just takes a step back, lets that one fall to the ground. And like I said, it could have been a gamble because it looked like it was very, very close, but the Vulcans make the right decision.
Ball up and over the net towards Bloomsburg. Ball up, high hit. California able to successfully try and get that back over. They are, and that is a kill by Ali Dronberger.
And Dronberger doing a great job at just taking advantage of the Bloomsburg mistakes that time. It was Jackson and Johnson both at the net, just unable to get up in time to make that block attempt, and Dronberger made him pay.
Unfortunately, California unable to block the ball there. Bloomsburg getting their 10th point, coming now within 2 of California.
Yeah, Warfel able to get up nice and early, able to just get that one between Johnson and Simon. Cuts lead down to 2 here for California.
Ball up and over. Bawawa with the dig out there. Unfortunately, the kill attempt by Dronberger was blocked by the Bloomsburg front wall there.
And that time we saw Dronberger just get that point there whenever Johnson and Jackson couldn't get up. But that time Jackson got up super early and was able to block that shot from Dronberger.
Nice little tap over by Simon. Simon with all these points during this fourth set is incredible. She's locked in. She has her X Factor on, if you will.
She's got the X Factor on. That time she faked everyone out. Looked like she was going to set it, just tapped it over, caught everyone off guard, and Buwawa now back to serve.
Ball up and over, dug out by Bloomsburg. Ball back up in the air. Nice kill attempt dug out by California. Unfortunately, the ball does end up right in front of the scorer's table. It's a little, like, splash zone, if you will.
Yeah, it's maybe if that one wasn't there, you'd see an attempt made, but I think it's probably better to preserve your body instead of destroying yourself and the scorer's table there. And a bit unfortunate for Simon as she kind of just ran out of room.
Ball up and over, dug out by Dronberger. Set up and kill attempt hit back over by Floyd. Ball is placed right in reach of Ruggiero. Ball is hit straight back over to Bloomsburg. Looks like there's a point for California.
So there's going to be a net violation, I think, on Bloomsburg's side. And the Vulcans had a nice lead earlier on, but Bloomsburg slowly starting to creep back in. Only a 2-point game here, 14-12. California have Simon back serving now.
Ball is up and over right off the net. Ball does stay in play, though. Bloomsburg able to return it back to California. California players kind of crowded there off that bump. But Bloomsburg able to get the ball back over. Yes, they are. California is in amazing position trying to score here on that back corner. Unfortunately, it was unsuccessful attempt there. Ball hit off the hands. Bawawa with the nice save. Simon by the net. Dronberger going for the tap over. Unfortunately, it was just blocked, and California is giving up another point there. Bloomsburg crawling back slowly but surely back into this game, now only down 1.
Yeah, Simon left that pass a little bit too close to the net. I mean, Dronberger would have had to have been Michael Jordan there to get up there and touch that one, and Bloomsburg just let that one fall on to the Vulcan side.
Bawala on the save there. Floyd hitting just inbound. Floyd on the nice little tap over. Looked like it was off the side of her hand going towards the sideline, getting just inbounds.
I'll give her the benefit. I'm going to say that she meant to do that because it looked like you said, looked like it was a miss hit, but a calculated miss hit where it just came off of at the wrong angle and was able to fool all of the Huskies on the backside.
Ball was up and over served by California. Bloomsburg looking to hit off the fingers of the front two. Ruggiero for the kill attempt off the hands of Bloomsburg. Bloomsburg looking to return the ball to California. Yes, they are. California able to dig that one out. But Wawa on the outside. Looks like it goes off the net, off the hands of Bloomsburg. Bloomsburg able to get the ball back over. It looks like the ball landed just in bounds, unfortunately. Bloomsburg now again within one. Score is currently 15-14, California in the lead.
Yeah, Bloomsburg able to take advantage of the Vulcans' rotation as they're in the middle, moving around, getting to the right spots, just able to float it into that back corner.
Ball up and over, served by Bloomsburg. Ball is hit viciously by Elisa Ruggiero off the hands of the Bloomsburg front, landing straight out of bounds.
Again, when she hits it, it just sounds different. It looks different, and that time Bloomsburg got up. They got in position, but Ruggiero just too strong. Hits it so hard that Bloomsburg can't keep it back.
Floyd up with the serve. Ball is trying to be returned to California. Tip, but saved by Bawawa. Ball is up in the air once again. Ruggiero looking like the ball goes just out of bounds. Bloomsburg, again, only within 1 point of California.
Yeah, that time Ruggiero took the power off and went for the placement, but left it a little bit too strong. Right idea, trying to go for this far outside, but just left a little bit too strong.
Ball, service, ace there for Bloomsburg. California with the diving effort off the front of California player's hand. Unfortunately, it was unsuccessful getting the ball back in the air.
Game all tied up now.
Ball is up and over. A little bit of miscommunication there, but the ball stays in the air. Ruggiero with the bump back over the net. Set up and kill. Successfully blocked, but unfortunately the ball does not go back in the air off Bawawa's hands.
Yeah, and you see Coach Letourneau getting up and having a word with Bawawa because her and DeMarchi just not on the same page there, just running into each other. I believe DeMarchi would have been able to get to it, but Bawawa got in front of it, got the hand on it, and kind of just palmed it into the ground. Just both players just not on the same page.
Ball up and over off of Dromberger's hand, which was just subbed back into the game. Bloomsburg with their first 2-point lead of this fourth set.
Yeah, and this time it's Bloomsburg catching the Vulcans on the back foot. This Vulcans back row just a little bit flat, and that time Dromberger just couldn't get under it.
Ball off of Dromberger once again. Point going to Bloomsburg. Bloomsburg now up 3 against California.
And I mean Bloomsburg attacking Dromberger as Cal are going to take a timeout, and that's 2 points in a row where the serve was straight up Dromberger, but looked like she just wasn't ready for it and just comes off of her arm in an awkward way where the Vulcans are just unable to play off of it and ends up resulting in 2 Bloomsburg points. And the game flipped just like that. The Vulcans had a commanding lead, but Bloomsburg, like we said, slowly but surely able to come back in this game, keep the game close, and have finally taken a lead.
Yes, for sure. California looking to take this timeout and gain that momentum they had once again. Peter Letourneau obviously talking to their team about trying to obviously put this game away, but crawl back into this lead, which they have not done in a while, especially in the last 2 sets.
And the Vulcans just they've shown a lot of resiliency here this weekend, and the 2 games yesterday against West Virginia Wesleyan and against Ohio Dominican. There were a couple of times where they looked just completely outclassed, like they were in the first set of this game, but they were able to fight back, able to keep the game close. And there was a few sets in those other games where they were down early, they were able to come back, keep the game close like Bloomsburg are doing, and they were able to come back and take it away. So the Vulcans definitely have this comeback in them.
Ball up and over, set back up by Bawawa. Ruggiero on the kill attempt there, unsuccessful. Ball is kill attempt, successful, landing just in bounds.
And again, looks like that time it was Bawawa and Dromberger just not communicating well enough. I think each other thought that one of them was going to be able to get to it.
Ball up and over off of Dromberger. California able to keep it in the air this time. Dromberger sends it back to Bloomsburg. Bloomsburg looking to send it back to California with a nice kill attempt. Looked like it hit the net and rolls out of bounds. California trying to come back within this game.
And sometimes that's exactly what you need, a little bit of luck. Didn't touch any Vulcans on the way out, just took a bad bounce off the net for Bloomsburg, went out of play.
Ruggiero now back for the serve for California. Ball is up and over, low serve. Bloomsburg having to slide down to get the ball. California trying to get this ball back, a little bit of out of control there, but Wawa able to get the ball back up. Libero on the bump up there. Nice little, looked like a little bit of a slap on the ball there to get the ball back to California. California gets the ball back to Bloomsburg. Ball with a nice kill attempt, successfully blocked by Droneberger. Elisa Ruggiero with that arm of steel, it's like out there. Ruggiero with a nice point and kill there.
I mean, what else can you say about her, man? It's unreal every single time. That time, perfect setup from Simon. And then she just let Ruggiero do the rest. Ruggiero hitting that one just like a bullet straight at the Bloomsburg side.
Ball up and over, service ace there for Elisa Ruggiero. California Vulcans loving these aces today.
Loving the aces, and again, I mean, we can sit here all day and just talk about how much of a phenomenal player she is. All PSAC West second team last year. Argue could have been in the first team, probably should have been. With the way she's playing right now, I think she's on track for another one.
Most definitely. Ball is up and over by Ruggiero. Dug out by Bloomsburg. Bumped up high. Far kill attempt off the hands of Droneberger, giving the point to Bloomsburg. Bloomsburg needing 4, California needing 6.
Yeah, that time Droneberger just caught between two minds. Looked like she wanted to go with a nice chest pass, but as she was falling, did the bump and then just awkwardly fell down and unable to keep it in.
Kill attempt unsuccessful by California. Unfortunately, off the hands of Bloomsburg, out of bounds. California getting the point. California looking to come back and take this lead.
Yeah, Bloomsburg got the block, and Johnson did the smart thing, got out of the way.
Ball up and over by Bawawa, bumped up in the air. Outside kill attempt. Nice save by Bawawa off the hands of Droneberger to get the ball back over to Bloomsburg. Unfortunately there, it looks like there's a little hesitation between the Bawawa sisters on being able to go get that ball. Bloomsburg now up 2.
No justice that time for Emily Bawawa. Just made a phenomenal play, diving to her left with the one arm to get down, keep the ball up, but Bloomsburg able to reset and get the point.
Ball up and over. Simon with the nice little fake there. Looked like she was going to set it. Instead, slaps the ball over the net. California now again within 1 of Bloomsburg. Can California come back and put this game away?
I mean, we've seen her do it a few times, and it seems like every time Simon just catches them out.
Bawawa now back with the serve. Ball up and over, bumped up by Bloomsburg, set up and blocked by California. California ties the game here at 22 apiece.
And who else? I mean, this game it's been Simon. She's been unbelievable in this game. Her and just got up there super quick, able to send it back.
Bawawa looking to take the lead here. Ball is up and over, bumped up by Bloomsburg. Looks like the ball is going out of bounds. Saved by Bloomsburg. Nice bump there by Bawawa. Ruggiero with the little push over the net there. Bloomsburg with the unsuccessful block by California getting the point. Bloomsburg going up 1, 23-22. Again, first to 25, win by 2.
And you see Coach Letourneau. That time Simon and Floyd got out, but Simon left her arms just a little bit too far back. She wasn't leaning over it, trying to force it back onto their side. Bloomsburg takes advantage of that. Gets it off of Simon's arms onto the Vulcan side for the point.
Ball up and over, dug out by Ruggiero. Set up and kill attempt by Floyd, which is successful off the hands of the Bloomsburg defender there. Ball flies towards their bench, giving California another knot at 23.
Yeah, it couldn't have been a more perfect setup for Floyd, and Floyd just does the job that she needs to do, able to send it home, and Simon now back to serve here for Cal.
Ball up and over, dug out by Bloomsburg, set up and kill attempt blocked by California. California looking to get the ball back over the net, and they are successful in doing that. Ball very close to the net. Ball almost out of bounds. California able to retain control of the ball successfully. Ball back over to Bloomsburg. Bloomsburg, California going for the block. Unfortunately for California, the diving effort there by Bawawa was unsuccessful.
Once again, just both sides just showing off their athletic prowess, just making all these beautiful dives back and forth, keeping the ball up, keeping the rallies going. And Bloomsburg claimed victory of the spoils now on set point.
Ball up and over, dug out by Dromberger. Set up and kill off the hands of Bloomsburg, California. Tying the game here at 24. Each team now needs to at least get to 26 to win.
Yeah, the Vulcans not going quietly into the night. That time Ruggiero got up, and the Bloomsburg wall, which has been pretty stout so far in this game, just got caught lacking there a little bit, and Ruggiero able to take advantage.
Ball up and over by Ali Dromberger, dug out by Bloomsburg. Set up and kill attempt off the hands of Simon. Unfortunately, Bloomsburg is at 25. Again, like I said before, they must win by 2.
And Bloomsburg on set point, and Simon hasn't put a hand wrong all night that time. Just caught off guard, way too strong, and just couldn't keep it in.
Ball up and over, dug out by Ruggiero. Set up and outside kill attempt by Bawawa. Ball goes straight back over off the hand of Bawawa to Simon. Dromberger just pushes the ball back over the net. Set up and outside hit going inbounds. Bloomsburg will take this 4th set. We are going to a 5th set, ladies and gentlemen.
Yeah, I mean this is what you come here to watch for. I mean, this is unbelievable play from both teams. That time the Vulcans just caught off guard. Bloomsburg able to come back and take it. We're going to take a quick break. We'll be back here for the 5th and final set on CUTV, CUTV Sports 1 and the PSAC Network.
Vulcan Volleyball is back, and you can have the best seat in the house. The Convocation Center will be rocking with 11 home games featuring some of the best teams in the region and the PSAC. All home games will be streamed live on CUTV Sports 1 and the PSAC Digital Network. Follow Cal Vulcans on all social media platforms for up-to-date schedules and information. Vulcan Volleyball and you, a winning combination.
Multiple studies have shown that marijuana can slow both driver reaction and response time, which can be really dangerous. He's here. He's here. Wait. What?
I can't drive. Why? My. Oh.
Hello everyone and welcome back to the Convocation Center. We are getting ready for set number 5, which is the race to 15. First team to score 15 points here is going to be the winner. Of course, it is still win by 2. California taking the second. Which one was it?
So they took the second and the third. Bloomsburg were taking the first and the fourth. It's kind of like a nice sandwich. The Vulcans with the 2 in the middle. The Bloomsburg being the bread, of that of the victory of the sets, but it's just been back and forth, and that time Bloomsburg is showing a lot of fight, able to come back from being down pretty early on, but able to come back, able to keep the set going, able to take the lead, and California did a decent job at trying to fight back, with Bloomsburg hold them off, finally take it, and I mean this has just been one heck of a game. I mean my heart rate is like through the roof right now in this game.
California slipping away just barely at the end of that 4th set. California looking to be that 5th set team they've been for the past year or so. Both teams now coming back out onto the court, getting ready to race to 15. Usually how this goes is whoever gets that first nice strong lead is the one that's able to win the 5th set and win the game. So let's see if what does continue here. I believe it will be California serving here. And again, first team that scores 8 points at that moment, both teams will switch sides of the court, so there is an even advantage viewing-wise.
And I think both teams so far after this weekend could probably write a PhD thesis on how to play in a 5th set. Both teams, I think it's their third crack at it this weekend, and it's been fun, at least for California. 3 5-game sets. I know if you're the players, that's not exactly ideal just in terms of how the effect it has on their bodies, but it just shows a lot, and it helps you overcome a lot of things. Just shows how strong and resilient you are, and now we're underway.
Ball up and over, served by Simon. Ball trying to be returned. Ball into the net. That looks like another service ace. She is the queen of Ace City.
Yeah, give her the crown, man. It's unbelievable. I need to stop saying that. But, I mean, what else can you say? She's doing it all here today. Has barely put a hand wrong all night. She's just done it all here for Cal.
Ball up and over, dug out by Bloomsburg. Bumped up high in the air. Can they get it back over? Yes, they can. Unsuccessful diving effort there by Buwawa.
And that was a very calculated, smart hit from Warfel there on Bloomsburg. Everyone on the Vulcans kind of took a step back, thought Warfel was going to put as much power on it as she could, but Warfel just kind of lightly hit it, didn't put as much on it as the Vulcans would have thought, and ended up landing right in front of them.
Ball up and over, powerful serve. Alasia Floyd on the hit, tipped by Bloomsburg, going flying to the back of their court. California getting the second point.
And just unfortunate timing there for Bloomsburg. Miller, the libero, and Antigua going back forward, and Antigua just gets a tip on it, gets it away from Miller, who probably would have been able to make the play.
Ball up and over, served by Droneberger. Ball is hit high up in the air, set up and hit just over Simon on the diving effort there. Bawawa on the bump, Ruggiero on the outside hit, being able to be returned. It lands just in the very back corner of the California court. Bloomsburg tying the game here at 2.
And Coach Letourneau not happy about that, and that time Buwawa in the back just took a few steps forward, just a little bit out of place, and that was enough for Bloomsburg to find their spot.
Ball up and over, served by Bloomsburg, dug out by California, and Alasia Floyd on the hit there, in a little bit of a, looked like they were passing the ball to each other. Unfortunately, the ball does go on the side of Bloomsburg. Bloomsburg takes a 3-2 lead.
And Floyd usually the winner in that regard at the battle at the net, but that time just second best, a little bit too slow up there to try to make the play.
Ball up and over, dug out by Droneberg, set up by Simon. Elisa Ruggiero on the outside, off the fingers of the Bloomsburg player. Elisa Ruggiero with the point there. Alasia Floyd going back to serve now.
Yeah, Ruggiero doing another great job at getting up there early and just forcing the Huskies to make a play in that time. Bloomsburg just unable to do so.
Ball up and over, low dig out by Bloomsburg, trying to get the ball back over. A little bit of a double hit there, going straight out of bounds. Miscommunication there by the Bloomsburg team.
And again, just some awkwardness and some miscommunication on the serves. That time, both players in the back, it was Miller and one other there for Bloomsburg, just getting in each other's ways and forcing the bad hit.
Floyd on the hit there, blocked at the line by Ruggiero and Johnson.
Unreal, man. It's just what a great display from them here today. I mean, even if the Vulcans don't win, I think there's a lot of good takeaways from them, and that defensive play at the net has been one of them.
Floyd on the serve, ball hit high in the air, going for a high hit. Ball, California sliding towards the bench, trying to get that diving effort there. Unfortunately for them, they are not able to get the ball there. Ball going back over to Bloomsburg. Bloomsburg back to serve.
Yeah, Droneberger got down and made the nice attempt, kept it up, and Simon is 5'10" and has long arms, but just that one a little bit too far out of her reach.
Ball up and over, dug out by the libero of California. Ball hit back over by Bawawa. Hit. Can it get back over? Yes, it can. Surprisingly, some quick moves there, thinking on their feet. Droneberger with the dig out there. Bawawa on the bump, and other Bawawa up on the hit. Can California get it back over? Yes, they can. Ruggiero on the save there. A lot of back and forth. Seems like California is off a little bit, and as you can see there, they were off in positioning. Bloomsburg ties the game at 5 apiece.
Yeah, just back and forth. Good defensive plays from both sides. And that time, once again, it was Antigua able to get up there, just get a nice, solid hit, and both Buwawas just couldn't corral it.
Ball up and over off the hands of Buwawa, going towards the scorer's table. Bloomsburg taking their first lead of this 5th set.
Yeah, if there's one thing that both of these teams are going to be practicing in the coming week before their next game, it's going to be how to deal with these sets. Or serves, excuse me.
Ball up and over. Nice diving effort there by California. Ball off the hands of Bloomsburg. California getting the point there.
And that time it's Ruggiero again, just shooting off a rocket with that right arm and forcing the block to go out of bounds, ties the game up. And California with the serve now have a chance to just take control, get themselves to 8 points, and force the switch at the half.
Reguero now back for the serve for California. Ball is up and over. And nice high serve there. Bloomsburg looking to return it back. 2 diving efforts there. Looks like it was Dromberger and Buwawa there. Unfortunately, neither of them were able to get close enough to get the ball back in the air. Bloomsburg again up by 1.
And both of them just playing a little bit too far back, and that one just landing right in front of either one.
Ball up and over. Nice save there by Buwawa on that. Johnson with the nice kill there off the hands of Bloomsburg wall there. Unfortunately for them, it does end up out of bounds on their account.
Yeah, but Wawa did a great job at adjusting to the flight of that ball as it hit off of the net. And then the nice setup for Johnson on the outside, who we've seen her do that a few times and just able to get that one to go.
But Wawa on the serve. Bloomsburg sends it right back to California, who can get the letter there. Boom. Goes the dynamite on that one. California getting another lead. California getting the first to 8, switching sides now.
Yeah, back-to-back attempts there from Johnson, and both of the same exact thing. Simon with the back set straight to Johnson on the wraparound, and both times Bloomsburg couldn't handle it, so the Vulcans reach 8 first. We're going to switch sides. And California with a 1-point lead and the serve going into the back half of this 5th and final set.
Buwawa back getting ready to serve once both teams are settled on their new sidelines.
That's always my favorite part, is both teams switching the sidelines as well.
When they have to walk past each other knowing they're trying to fight for each other.
Yes.
Buwawa a little too powerful on the serve there, goes out of bounds. Bloomsburg once again tied here at 8. It's very back and forth so far. Very feels like ping pong a little bit.
Yeah, I don't think either team knows that they can score multiple points in a row. They're just going back and forth, back and forth.
California looking to return the ball back to Bloomsburg. Ball is dug out there by the Bloomsburg libero. Tapped right back over. Dromberger on the save. Simon to Dromberger. Dromberger off the hands of Bloomsburg. California gets that point.
Yeah, and it was just an awkward place for Adelman that time. She's moving one way, the ball's coming the other. She's reaching across her body to try to keep it up, and then just unable to just keep that one up, just line drive straight out of bounds. The Vulcans get another 1-point lead.
Buwawa back to serve. Ball is hit up by the libero, set up and outside hit straight into the net. Probably wasn't exactly what she was looking to do there. Unfortunately, either way, Alasia Floyd was going to be in the way of that. Point to California. Buwawa back once again to serve.
Yeah, I think Warfel got costed there a little bit. That second hit was not the greatest, and she was reaching behind her to try to get it across.
Ball up and over. Low dig out there by libero, set up and attack. Can California get there? Though they cannot. Bloomsburg coming a little bit closer to California.
And Pasco with just a mistake. You see Coach Marias there on the sideline. I think if Pasco just lets that one, she just gets out of the way, I think that one's going out of play.
California looking to return the ball back to Bloomsburg. Buwawa with the nice push back over the net. California, nice, able to save that one there. Dromberger on the outside with the tap. They are not able to get there. Too many people at one time to get the ball. Luckily for California, they are now within 4 points of putting this 5th set and game away.
Yeah, it's nice that the Bloomsburg having the good rotations over, but just too many people in a crowded area. That time, they're all in and around the same spot, and then one person just hits it on the way down.
Ball up and over by Simon. Ball set up and tap back over, hit by the front two. Who can get the ball over? It looks like California now. They are fighting at the line. Ball to the back court of California. Ball by Reguero to the very sideline of the court. Bloomsburg able to get that back, but Bloomsburg hits the ball straight into the net. Bloomsburg is now down 9-12. California now only needing 3 points to win.
Yeah, California just playing good, solid, strong volleyball, and that's going to force the Huskies to take a timeout. Like you said, scored California 12, Bloomsburg 9. It's just been back and forth. Both teams just putting on such a display, and both have had their chances. Both have had their chances in this game, but so far it's just been California, the ones just being able to capitalize on them more. And like we said, maybe after this timeout, some things can change, but as things stand, California just have themselves into the driver's seat, have their chokehold on this game. They just need to finish it.
California definitely looking to put away some of these nerves. There's always these nerves. I've talked to the players a couple of times. There's always a couple of nerves there towards the end, especially the fifth set where you know it's make or break time. California now within the fifth set, 12-9 is a very strong lead that they are not looking to give up. California really wanting to put this away. 3 more points for them. Bloomsburg is down 9-12.
Yeah, and like you said, a lot of nerves, especially in the fifth set, just because at both teams, their backs are against the wall. Usually before like the first set, and just try to feel each other out, just try to get a feel for how the game's going to go, the flow of it at least. But as these games go on, once you find yourself on the brink of losing, you just have so much to play for. You can't drop a set, and if you're California here, you had the commanding lead, you had the leads in the sets, you had a chance to take it home. Now they have a chance to do that here.
California up and over with the serve. Bloomsburg able to hit that back over the net into the hands of the defenders of California. Unfortunately for them, hands right off the hands of the front of California, landing right in front. Bloomsburg now only down 2.
Yeah, Floyd just got good contact on it, but not good enough as it just drops on their side of the court. And Bloomsburg able to get a point back and able to get the serve back.
Ball up and over, dug out by Dronberger, set up by Simon. Outside attack, blocked by Bloomsburg, going out of bounds. Bloomsburg now within 1 of California. Is there a switch of momentum? I feel like there is. Can California get it back?
Yeah, Bloomsburg, it was Adelman and Bop that got up there, were able to just finally block a shot from Elisa Reguero on the outside.
Ball up and over by Bloomsburg, set up and far, kill attempt. Unfortunately, it lands in bounds off the fingers of Bloomsburg, out of bounds on their account. Dronberger with the point there, and now she's back to serve. California needing 2, Bloomsburg needing 4. Who will get there first? Ball is up and over low, close to the net there. Ball straight into the net. California is now on set and game point. Can California capture this momentum?
And that time, Dronberger just doing something a little bit different. We've seen it the whole game. She just has these strong, powerful serves. There's going to be a timeout called. She's had all these serves, and a lot of them have gone over the back end. And that time, she just switches it up, just lays it up. Like you said, barely gets it over the net. And then it's just all over the place. It's a scramble for Bloomsburg to try to set up their attack. And that time, the setup pass was a little bit too low, and then the hit went straight into the net. And California on match point.
Bloomsburg really needing to actually play flawlessly to have a chance of winning. California needing just 1. Probably looking for 1 more service ace as the rest of this game is gone. If they can get that, that would be an incredible way to go out tonight.
Yeah, if California able to get 1 more point here, clean sweep of the weekend, which is exactly what they would want to start the year. Like we talked about, pegged to finish 8th in the PSAC West Conference, and even though all these games are out of conference play, it's still nice to get up to get a couple of wins against some decent opponents in Bloomsburg, in Ohio Dominican, and in West Virginia Wesleyan, and the Vulcans have a chance to close things off here.
Ali Dronberger now back for the serve, to looking to put this game away here. Can she do it? Let's find out. There's the whistle. Ball is ready to be put back into play. Ball is up and over off the hands of Bloomsburg. Push right back over. Saved by Bawawa. Set up. Outside kill attempt off the hands of the Bloomsburg player, Elisa Reguero, with the game-winning point. California wins this game. Sets going 3-2 California.
Yeah, I mean, what a better way to end it off. You knew if the Vulcans had a chance to attack, it's always going to her. And Reguero doing what she does best, getting points for the Vulcans, and once again proving why she is one of the best players in the entirety of the PSAC.
Most definitely, Vulcans winning the way they like to do it, within the 5th set. Vulcans coming out of the weekend 3-0 on the year.
And California take a big win here, 3-2 over the Bloomsburg Huskies. From everyone here at CUTV, thank you for watching on all of our coverage this weekend. From our directors, Gary Smith and Lily Sharon. From my commentating partner, JJ Robinson, I'm John Sape. Thank you all very much for watching. We'll see you guys next time. Take care, everyone.